Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So today I'm going to be talking about one of a very rare sedum. I'll put the name on the screen. So this is the sedum. It's in a very bad state right now. I tried to rescue it from my previous pot because it was in a very bad condition. So now I only have 3 strands left. I hope I will be able to grow them much healthy now. So these, I'll put the picture how it looked earlier on the screen. So this is how they looked when I had got them initially. Probably I think 2 years back, I'm not quite sure, but it's been a long time. And while shifting, a lot of these got damaged. Now I'm only left with 3 strands and I'm not very sure if they are going to do quite well, but fingers crossed. So this is the sedum. Now guys, this is a very unusual sedum like our others. Like we have Sedum Adolphi, which are very brightly colored. We have so many different other varieties of sedums that are very beautifully colored and bright colors. But this guy is going to have a subtle red color. I will put the image on the screen. You will be able to see. So slowly the green colored leaves will start to turn red as and when you expose it to morning direct sunlight. But again, it has to be done gradually. Now I will not be exposing this to morning direct sunlight because it's still recovering. So I have kept it in indirect bright light. That is why the colors are not very intense. But as and when you tend to do a gradual introduction to morning direct sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, there is going to be a subtle red color on the leaves, as you can see in the image above. The soil is the same, loose, porous and well draining. The soil should not get compact. It has to be very loose and porous, and it should drain out quickly. Apart from that, the watering remains the same. So as you can see, the leaves are like bubbles, so they tend to store a little bit of water. So you'll only have to water when the soil is completely bone dry. Now for this pot, I'm not going to be watering a lot because as you can see, the pot looks a little bigger. Ideally, this pot is only 8 centimeters in depth, but it still looks a lot bigger because there are only 3 strands in this. So I have to be extremely careful while watering. I cannot water it too much, otherwise the plant will get overwatered. Most probably I will check how it works out. If it's giving any trouble, I'll probably move it to a much smaller pot, but right now they are going to be in this because they have been doing quite well till now. There has been a lot of new growth and there is a small little pup that is growing right next to it. So you can propagate it via leaves as well, but the best option I would say is propagate it by a root division or by cutting off the offsets. Like you can see, there is a small offset coming over here, so you'll have to act accordingly. But the leaf propagation is going to take a very, very long time. So watering, as I said, when the soil is completely bone dry, go ahead and do the watering. You can wait for a day or so and then water once the soil is bone dry. It's not that as soon as the soil is bone dry you have to water. There is no rule as such. You can even wait for a few days because as you know that succulents tend to store water in their leaves. So even after the soil is completely bone dry, you can again wait for a couple of days, probably 2 or 3 days more, and then you can go ahead and water it. Pest attack is not much of an issue. I haven't seen any pest attack, and this belongs to the variety of sedum, so it tends to go dormant during the summers and winter is their growing period. So at this point of time you have to be extremely careful. Now they are not frost hardy, they are not very well adjusted in a very hot climate. As you know, summer dormant succulents basically tend to go dormant when the temperatures tend to get slightly warm, so they do not prefer too much of heat. If there is too much of heat, then they will start to drop their leaves. So in my environment it's absolutely fine because as I said, my environment does not exceed more than 32 degrees Celsius. It's ideally between 20 to 32, 33 max during summers. But now as very soon we are going to get into the monsoon season, so the temperatures are going to get even more pleasant. They will be between 27, 28 degrees Celsius, so that's how it tends to work out. So I'm all excited about this. I hope that they do quite well. I do see some sign of new growth, so fingers crossed. I hope that I will be able to turn this entire pot full of these sedums, and we will wait and watch. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, and thank you so much for watching.